I just love that I'm changing for the better and I'm not letting these situations get me so worked up. And instead of being mad on the one day a month that I get to spend with my mom, I can just go through it peacefully and kind of let things roll off of you. Get cozy. You guys can just see like the back of Maggie. Anyways, hi everyone. You guys are so far away from me. I hope you can hear me. Welcome to another vlog. I hope you can't hear my dryer going in the background. We are going to be doing a Sunday Chat X vlog once again. I feel like this is kind of what the future of Sunday chats are gonna look like. Specifically today's episode, if you will, is going to be more of a healing diaries, and I just have a few topics that I want to chat with you guys about, and it should be really nice and cozy and just hopefully feels like a FaceTime chat with your bestie, your virtual bestie. So the clips that you saw at the beginning of this video were on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and I had every intention of vlogging the past weekend for an episode of the Healing Diaries series, and I couldn't find a moment to start the vlog. So instead, we're gonna just do it kind of like chatty recap style, and I hope you enjoy this video. I feel like if this is the first video of mine that you stumble across, you're gonna be like, what the heck? But just in case anyone's new, please make sure that you are subscribed. And as always, whether or not you're new, if you give this video a thumbs up when you like the video, it really does support my channel. So please go ahead and like click that little button. I just made a cup of cinnamon water, which is, if you are like me and you have a hard time drinking water when it's cold out, this is such a good hack. It's literally just hot water, so like not quite boiling, but almost. And I just put a cinnamon stick in it, and it makes it taste really good. It's like a nice warm, it's not quite a tea, and it won't dehydrate you or stain your teeth like a caffeine tea does. And so it's also perfect for the afternoon because, once again, there's no caffeine and you're just drinking warm water with cinnamon basically. So I love that. It's just really hot right now. All right, so to set the scene, I'm probably going to slap like a filter on this video because it's so dark. It's almost 3 o'clock. I've got a holiday cozy cafe ambiance going in the background. The sound is off, of course, and Maggie's here with me, my good angel. So yeah, we're just gonna do a little chat about some things that have been on my mind lately, kind of life updates and the Healing Diaries, like I said. So let's start with a little recap of the past weekend. So the reason I wanted this video to be an episode of the Healing Diaries is because I went to Ottawa over the weekend, and if you live away from your hometown, I mean, everyone's situation is different, of course, but I find going back to my hometown, whether that's for a day, a week, the longest I've ever went back was for a couple of weeks during COVID. I think I actually stayed a month, which was the longest I had been home since moving away at age 18. And going home can either be very healing, it can feel very cozy and comforting and therapeutic, or going home can drive you up the wall. Like your parents can get on your nerves, the city could get on your nerves, or the town. Like, I've had both experiences, and I wasn't sure what kind of experience I was going to have this past weekend, but the way I see it and the way that I'm trying to approach family relationships and going back to my hometown and all of that is not letting it be this wild card, not letting it be like, oh, it could be great or it could be awful, but knowing how to control what I can control, which is myself, and release what I cannot control in order to have a great time. And that is very deep and that is very therapy, but that is what I am working on. Going home to my hometown and just everything that happened this weekend and everything that can happen, I feel like it's so much like therapy, and it just it really taps into different things that I've learned in therapy. And I want to share them with you guys because I think it can be helpful for a lot of us. You guys, I am like so ugly right now with like my pink socks and like this terrible lighting, but I just didn't want to postpone this video anymore because I wanted to make sure that my thoughts and everything were fresh. So that opening and the stuff about therapy, like I know it can be a little bit like chewy, if you will. So let's take a tiny break. You guys are gonna kill me. Let's take a tiny break. I have a few little announcements that I wanna share with you guys. The first announcement is regarding gentle productivity. So thanks to you guys, we have decided on a name for these blue planners. This is the Blue Skies Gentle Productivity Planner. It is the most beautiful and serene, yet also productive blue. And for the first time ever, we have done a silver foil stamp on the front. So these are so gorgeous. It's the same insides that you know and love. And these are going to be available. They're going to drop on December 6th. So if you like them, December 6th is the day. I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on this new color. It also makes the perfect gift for the holidays. Thank you so much to everyone who commented a name idea. It was so hard to pick. There were so many amazing names, but we really liked the idea of Blue Skies Ahead for positivity. I believe only one person commented that name, but if there were more than one, I will just do a random, I will randomize them and then I will pick a winner. I will put the winning comment on the screen, and if that is you, please send me an email. I'll also put my email on the screen so that we can coordinate for you to get your free planner. And once again, thank you so much to everyone who gave us some ideas. Blue Skies just really is the perfect name for this one. The second and final announcement that I have is we will be doing another edition of Book Club. I am going to be hosting a virtual holiday book club. It's going to take place on Monday, December 30th at 5:30 Eastern time. So you can join over Zoom. It's going to cost $10 to buy a ticket to get in, and that $10 is going to go to the Ottawa Food Bank. The last round of book club, the money went to the war amps, and this time around, because it's the holidays, I personally, for the last couple of years, have been donating to the Ottawa Food Bank. So I will be matching every ticket sold. So if 10 people buy a ticket, then I will add an extra $100 to the donation to make for a $200 donation to the Ottawa Food Bank, which obviously supports individuals and families with food and with meals. And it's just a great organization in my hometown, which is kind of the theme of this video. Oh, and you're probably like, okay, what book are we gonna be reading? We will be reading The Christmas Bookshop. I'll put it up on the screen. I have just ordered my copy from the library. It seems like it's a pretty easy read, so you guys have time to order your copy from your library or buy it or look for it at the thrift stores, and you can join our book club. It's gonna be so fun and so cozy. I'm gonna keep it a small group, so if you are interested in coming, I recommend buying your ticket right away. I'm gonna cap it at I think around 10. That way everyone gets a chance to share and we can all just have like a nice lighthearted evening together talking about the Christmas bookshop. I think it's gonna be so cute. So speaking of Christmas bookshop, I feel like this weekend I finally started to get into the holiday spirit, which I do believe the weather is playing a big part in this. Depending on where you live, you may be experiencing what we here in Montreal are experiencing, which is a unseasonally warm November. I feel like for the most part, we've had maybe 1 or 2 snows by now. I can never remember. Like I always look back and I'm like, oh yeah, it's always like this. And sometimes JS is like, I feel like you just make stuff up because I just can't remember. Like I don't know. I have a warped memory. I have a good memory, but sometimes it seems with the seasons, it's warped. However, it has been quite warm, which makes it still feel like we're in October, even though November's almost done. So I haven't really been getting into the holiday spirit yet. I haven't put up my Christmas tree. I've actually though just started buying a little bit of decor, which is starting to get me in that mood. The other thing that's getting me really excited for the holiday season is that I have decided to do Vlogmas this year, and I'm going to be filling that Vlogmas with giveaways for you guys. Bigger items, smaller items. I'm just so excited to give back. I'm currently on the hunt for some sponsors to sponsor a few of the giveaways, but I have some really good ideas in mind. And the way that I'm gonna do Vlogmas this year is, oh my God, you guys, sorry, my nose is so itchy. I actually think I'm allergic to cinnamon because sometimes when I drink like a chai latte, my nose will get really itchy, and I think the cinnamon is making my nose itchy. I know that's really weird. I'm not gonna do a video every day. I'm gonna do a video most days. I just don't want to feel this pressure that like if a day is really boring that I still have to like make something happen. So my goal is going to be to upload 12 times. So I'm going to do like a 12 days of Vlogmas, 12 times before Christmas, and then I will probably vlog on Christmas Day and do a little video just like I did last year. So that'll make for a total of like 12 to 14 videos, and some will be individual days, some will be compilations, and I have so many fun things planned. Like I cannot wait to share this little series with you guys. I know that when everyone does Vlogmas, it can be super overwhelming, but obviously you don't have to watch in real time either. If you get a little bit of time off, then you can kind of binge them. And I just think it'll be really fun. And it's like a fun challenge that I want to set for myself too, of like filming a lot and editing. And they're probably going to be shorter, more bite-sized videos as opposed to like my classic long 30 to 40 to 50 minute vlogs, but we'll just see. And like I said, my goal is going to be to do a giveaway per video or every other video, depending on the contributions we can get. So like you guys saw, Saturday morning, JS and I went out for a coffee, and then straight from there, I hit the road to Ottawa. It was a beautiful drive. Everything was good. And I arrived in Ottawa. The first order of business, and this is the thing that's crazy about when I go home, is I do not stop. Like it's one person to the next person to the next person, because I don't go home as often as I would like, and my parents are also not together. So seeing my mom and seeing my dad are two separate things. Like I don't even know what it's like. I've never known my parents together, so I don't even know what it's like to just go home and like be with both your parents at the same time. For me, I'm spread between the two, and then I really only have like one friend left in Ottawa, which is Mary. But first things first, I had to go get my winter tires put on. So went and did that, and then randomly ended up test driving an Audi. I'm test driving an Audi Q3, a 2016 Audi Q3. It literally costs the same as my current 2015 Tiguan. Nice seats. The sunroof is a little bit smaller than my car, I think. Anyway, I just parked it back at the dealership. What do you guys think? It's nice, but it's not like such a change from my car. It's really, you're paying for this, even though it literally costs the same as my car. I think the previous owner of this was a smoker, because it kind of gives that, it kind of has that smoky smell. I'll show you from the outside. It's really cute though. It's pretty much like the Audi version of my car. Anyway, I'm going to take off the dealer plate and go give this back to them. It has the electric trunk, which is really nice. I better get the key actually. And it's push to start, which my car is not. But I'm sure you guys know about all those car thefts that are going on. Apparently, having it not be push to start is better right now. But yeah, it's like not that much more than what I paid for my car. And this dealership is owned by my cousins, so I'm sure I'd get a deal. Okay, back in my car, and like, this is my car. I love it. I love my car more than that Audi. I really like super lucked out with my beige seats, honestly. And there was something about the Audi that felt a little cramped. Oh, confirming that my sunroof is bigger. So we're good. Status quo for now. So yeah, I didn't get this like intuition wow feeling. I actually way preferred the interior of my car in terms of feeling and look to that Audi, even though the Audi was newer. I liked how that one drove. The steering wheel was weirdly like really nice. And obviously, you know, it's like a fancier brand name for the same price as my car, but just didn't feel like it was worth switching. Like I just kind of was like, oh, I think I'd miss my car if I switched to this one. But it was a fun little experiment. After that, I met up with Mary and we just drove around town. Like basically I just followed her around on her errands, and it was so fun. Mary is my best friend from high school. We met on the first day of 11th grade when I had transferred in to that school. She and our other friend Ashley came up to me and were like, are you new here? And yeah, we were just like, that was the beginning of our friendship. So I've known her forever, and it was fun to just follow her around. We ended up going to this really cute croissant cafe place, which it's so crazy when you grow up somewhere, and then I've now been away from Ottawa for over 10 years, which is insane, how much things change, and you're kind of like, wait a minute, like I didn't give you permission to change, and like I used to know this city like the back of my hand. How have things changed so much to the point where I don't even recognize certain places? And this croissant place it's on Main Street, which my dad was telling me that used to all be St. Paul's University like turf, not actual turf, but like that was their property, and they've been selling it off, and so these new developments have been going up, so it's literally like unrecognizable compared to when I grew up. And so yeah, that was just crazy. So this whole day I was like waiting to find a moment to like sit down and start my vlog, but it just didn't come. Also in Ottawa, so my dad lives with his girlfriend. They've been together since, I guess, like a little bit before COVID. They ended up moving in together into the house that my dad was already living in, and she moved in with her son, who she splits part-time with her ex. It's kind of weird to talk about because like they're family, but they're not like blood family necessarily. But her son is obsessed with Maggie. Like he loves Maggie so much, and he loves to babysit Maggie, which is really nice. I used to vlog a lot at my dad's house, but that's another thing about growing up that is so crazy, is like things change, and I really like his partner. She's wonderful, and I really like the son as well. Like they really do feel like family. Like I call him my stepbrother. However, it's just not the same. Like I didn't grow up with them, so I'm not like as comfortable whipping out my vlog camera. So that's just something that has changed a little bit too. The other thing that's like kind of hard to talk about because I'm so scared of someone taking this the wrong way, but her son has autism, and he doesn't like it when like if I take out the camera, it makes him really shy. So I just want to be really respectful of him and his limits, and also his privacy and stuff like that. Sometimes he'll just be like yelling funny, silly things in the background, and sometimes they're inappropriate. So it's just not really an environment conducive to filming, which is fine because that's not the point of a home. Like the point of a home is to be loving and to be with family, but it has just made it a little bit different of like, I just need to remember that. Like sometimes I have certain memories of like, okay, I'm gonna go and it's gonna be status quo, but once again, over 10 years, like things change, and there's new people in the home, and they have, you know, different ways of being, and I need to, I don't want to say adapt because I've adapted very well. Like it's fun, and you know, everyone, like it's all good. But sometimes when I think like, okay, I'm gonna bring my camera home and I'm gonna vlog at my dad's, it's like, okay, but like that's not really the reality anymore. I do think that a younger version of myself would have been really upset that the dynamics changed so much in the house, because even though I moved away, I felt this really strong like sense of attachment to Ottawa, and I wanted things to stay the same. And my dad, not to like so put him on blast, but my dad has had like various serious partners over the years, and sometimes it's been hard for me to accept them. I think that's the case for a lot of girls with their dads, is like we can be very critical of their partners, and we're like, you know, because it's like, okay, are you trying to come in and be my mom? Like I don't know, I think it's just like a classic thing. And so especially when I was younger, I was always like, you know, I wanted me and my brother and sister to be my dad's main focus, and I didn't like it when he was like distracted by women. I've learned to let that go. Like my dad just is that type of person who loves being in a relationship, and luckily he's picked a wonderful person this time. So not that he ever picked really, there were some that I really didn't like, but I really like his partner, and like I said, she's part of the family, and it's just funny, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, is to like look back and see that growth. Oh my gosh, okay, going back to like more lighthearted topics, when I was driving around with Mary, we went to the Gap outlet and I went crazy, you guys. Actually, these are separate, so I'm like losing everything, but I ended up going to the Gap outlet twice. So we went to Train Yards, which is like outdoor mall / somewhat outlets. I saw these pajamas and I flipped. These were $16, 100% cotton pajamas. I don't know why, it's like some dust just went in my eyes, but 100% cotton pajamas from Gap. Like I said, originally $40 for 16. I fell in love. I bought these. I bought a pair with blue and white stripes that I have left at my mom's house. And I also bought a more festive pair, which also, you know, helps get in the festive mood. I've been wearing them for the past 2 nights and I can't find them. Like, I literally can't find them in my apartment. I wore them last night, took them off when I got dressed, and I have no idea where they are. They're not in the wash. I don't know. I was looking for them to show them to you guys and now I can't find them. I'm like so confused. I got this white t-shirt to wear as a pajama shirt. And this was part of haul number 2. I also got 2 little spaghetti strap, like tight tank tops to sleep in as well. We have some holiday plans, which is a whole other subject. But it's gonna be like a lot of us in a chalet for a little bit. And so I wanted some like cute festive pajamas that I just felt like covered up and comfortable in. The end of last winter was when I really started getting into pajamas, and now I'm just like growing my pajama collection and I love it. Like, I love the feeling of going to bed in a cute and cozy and ideally natural cotton set of pajamas. Like, you know, you're getting older when you're reading the labels and like really focusing on what your clothing is made of. My mom used to always be like, make sure you're wearing cotton, make sure you're wearing cotton. I was like, I don't care. Now I care. So that was haul number 1. Well, missing the other pajamas. I don't even remember how much, but I spent like, I bought 3 pairs of pajamas basically. No regrets. And then I went back the next day and I bought another pair because I actually meant to leave these in Ottawa. I always forget to pack pajamas. No matter where I go, I always forget to pack pajamas. So I was like, let me just leave a pair of pajamas at my mom's, a pair of pajamas at my dad's, and well, these I accidentally brought back with me, but these are gonna eventually make their way back. These ones were even cheaper. These pajamas were 10 bucks, and once again, 100% cotton. And then I just got this nice thick cami to go with it. And then I also, on my second visit to the outlet, I fell in love with this little striped cardigan. I just thought it was so cute. It was $35, was on sale. And yeah, again, 100% cotton, just these cute black and white stripes. And lately my go-to outfits, okay, I know I said I was gonna stop wearing sweatpants, but I give myself 1 day a week to wear a sweatsuit. I chose today. When I'm not wearing a sweatsuit on every other day of the week, my go-to outfits have been either leggings or jeans with like a nice, cute sweater, knit, or cardigan. And it's been making me feel so cute, so put together. And it's just a really nice and easy way to dress, but still feel cute in the colder months. So I've been wanting to, not like all at once stock up, but just kind of slowly build my collection of cardigans and sweaters so that I just always have something to grab and that I feel cute in. And this, when I tried it on, I was just wearing like plain black leggings and it looked so good. So I'm like, this is a perfect, slightly put together work from home outfit of like cardigan and leggings. I also love a cardigan for when I'm teaching a bar or Pilates class and like I'm just kind of warming up before the class. I'll wear like my sports bra underneath and then the cardigan with the leggings. I always find it makes me look super cute and I like love going to class and just like waiting for everyone to arrive and everything. I love feeling cute in those moments. So the day after, on Saturday, that was Sunday. Sunday, I spent most of the day with my mom, which was super nice. We ran around town and went shopping, basically. This was another instance where I could have gotten frustrated. There's so many things about my mom that can frustrate me. Just like there's things about me that can frustrate her. For example, I told my mom I was gonna be at her place between 10:30 and 11. I'm late. I'm leaving to go drive over to pick her up and it's 11:10 and I call her and she says she needs 20 minutes. There would have been a time where this would have made me so annoyed. I would have either like let her know how annoyed I was or potentially even like turned the car around and been like, you don't respect my time, even though I was already late. Like this used to be something that would set me off completely. I'm so used to it now. I know my mom's not gonna change. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, like I'm late too, like it's fine, I'll wait for you downstairs or I'll come up and just chill, like it's really no problem. And my mom even said, so I parked my car and I went up while she was still getting ready and she was like, she kind of looks at me and she was like, are you annoyed that I'm late? Like I think she was waiting for me to get annoyed. And I was like, well, you know, it's a little bit annoying, but like, it's fine. And she was like, yeah, cause you're late too. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, good. Like she was kind of waiting for it. And I just love that I'm changing for the better, and I'm not letting these situations get me so worked up. And instead of being mad on the one day a month that I get to spend with my mom, I can just go through it peacefully and kind of let things roll off of you. Our first stop was Sally Beauty Supply, and I somehow managed to get my mom to film a haul with me.
On the couch.
Ew.
I heard her say that.
Yeah, no, he...
Gee, I thought it was closer, son.
You guys don't understand the love I have for Sally Beauty. This store is so good. Everything for nails, hair. I just love it. I'm like, what else can I get? I got this stuff for my head, for my scalp, for my hair, to do my curls. And I'm just looking at their nail stuff. You don't need a coffee. Okay, look, we have a Sally Beauty Supply haul. Mother-daughter.
We're filming already, oh dear.
Yeah, it's already rolling. Okay, do you want to show what you got first?
Sure. Well,
we had so much fun, and the girls were so nice helping us.
they were wonderful. So, I bought a conditioner because I'm in the pool.
Hold it up here.
Oh, wait, right.
Yeah.
It's very hard to see. 3 or 4 times a week. Chlorine is very damaging. And I'm doing my best to protect my hair from damage and discoloration.
Woo! This one's mine.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's Zoe's.
Okay, I asked the girl for like tips for flaky scalp, and she was like, oh my gosh, I have a flaky scalp too. And she recommended 2 things. This was the second one, leave-in scalp treatment. You like spray it on your scalp. It also says it's a heat protectant, so that's good. But yeah, it's supposed to help with the flaking. And she says you just load it up and spray it on your scalp, and like in a few days, you'll see a difference. Next.
Oh, looks like it's my turn. We should also mention the price point.
Oh yeah, we should mention the price.
Actually, no, is that mine?
Oh no, this isn't mine.
No.
This is Healthy Scalp Shampoo. So she said to use these 2 together, and she said like instantly it makes a difference in that this one has like a menthol feel, so it like opens up the pores and gets rid of the flaking. So I got these 2. You got this and something else.
This is a leave-in conditioner as well. But this is, again, in a swimming theme, leave-in conditioner to help rehydrate your hair. Even though I wear a bathing cap, my hair still gets wet.
Yeah.
And I want it to be shiny and white.
Yeah, because it's like so, like you have such shiny silvery hair.
But I would hate to get these yellowy streaks happening. That would really suck. So I'm going to use this product to help protect my hair. And it's a leave-in as well.
Yeah. And look, it's so cute. It says swimmers on it. And there's a picture of a person diving.
Yeah. And I am a swimmer.
You are a swimmer.
Yeah. And
$35.
4 for $35.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so cheap. I love Sally's.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I also got, well, my mom spoiled me. And I got these curlers. Oh, and these. Yeah, some curling rods. Because I was looking on TikTok last night at how to get the floopy ends of the hair. Because when I cut my hair, the hairstylist, she like gave me the blowout with like the ends kind of flipping all over the place.
Yeah.
And I can't do it myself.
It's hard to do.
They say like just 10 minutes in this and you have the floopy hair.
And damp hair? Is
No,
your
dry.
hair damp?
I'll have to dry it first with my blow dryer and then put these in for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it will work.
I'm excited to try it. These are so like old school.
They are.
And
you have 2 sizes for different shapes of curls.
yeah. And then just the little clips that go with it. And then the very last thing, these are so helpful. I had some and I lost them. These for when you're taking off, if you have like dip nails or gel nails that you do yourself or you want to take them off yourself. This you put with like a cotton pad and some acetone and you just clip it on instead of using foil, and it helps take your nails off faster. So.
And they're a nice color.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, Mama wants caffeine.
Zoe says I don't need any.
Okay, that was so fun.
That was.
Next stop, Mama needs caffeine.
They got really nice little.
That was just so fun. It was just like, felt like a really cute mother-daughter excursion, like to the Sally Beauty Supply store, and that the girls there are helping both of us with our hair and with our unique concerns, like me with my flaky scalp, her with her swimming. So that was nice. And from there we drove around. We went to it's kind of like an auto parts slash like hardware store called Princess Auto. I'll show you guys. I got a humidifier. My mom actually bought it for me as like a little gift. She had one of these and she was like, so I want to take you to Princess Auto and I want to get you one. So yeah, I drove us there and she got me this. So I'm pretty excited. I'm actually going to set it up right after this video because once you got to turn the heat on, all of that, like it starts to get so dry, and I've already noticed a difference in like my lips, of course, my scalp. So I'm excited to see how this works. After that, we went back to Train Yards, which is where I got that stuff from Gap. My mom got a bunch of stuff too, which was really fun. And then we went to the LL Bean store, which, you guys, I am in love with LL Bean. Like, I just freaking love that store. I love the brand. Like, I love everything. And we got a few little Christmas gifts already for Gene. My mom like wanted my help picking a few things for him. And so I was like, okay, I think Gene likes what Gene likes what I like, and we're both just kind of on this LL Bean kick right now. So I helped her pick out a few little trinkets, and I had my eye on these stockings from LL Bean. I'll put them on the screen. They're pretty pricey. You guys know I've been saving up for Christmas for months. I knew I wanted these stockings, but I just kind of kept waiting, and I knew I wanted to get them embroidered, like customized, and I just kept waiting. And then I saw a stocking in store that they didn't have online, and it was so cute. And so I ended up ordering it along with the other stockings that I wanted. So 3 stockings, one for me, one for JS, one for Maggie. I can't even tell you guys how much I paid for them. Like, it's kind of silly. But I feel like they're the kind of things you're gonna have for a long time. They just feel really nice quality, and they actually remind me a lot. They're like needlepoint, and they remind me a lot of the stockings that my brother and I had growing up. And I had one with like ballet dancers on it, and my brother had one, I think it had a nutcracker on it. And we still have those stockings to this day. So they really are these kind of keepsake things that I know JS and I, oh my God, like I just had a thought that's gonna make me cry, and like you probably could guess what it is, but like one day Maggie will no longer be with us, but we'll always treasure that stocking. Cause I was on the fence about getting one for Maggie. I'm like, it's a dog, like why do you need one? But like she's part of the family, so yeah, had to get one. Okay, dark thoughts, let's steer away from that. I'm looking at her over there. She's like on her belly like this. She's so cute. So yes, she deserves a stocking. I ordered those, and I'm so glad I did, because it's like you wait, but then it takes 2 weeks for them to get embroidered. So they're gonna be here, you know, around the beginning of December, which is great, but I don't wanna wait any longer than that. So glad I ordered those, and that really did get the ball rolling on the festive holiday feel. I'm going to, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to the library in my mom's building. They have this really cute communal library, and I always love to go check it out to see if there are any books. It's the kind of place where like you can just take the books. If you have any books to donate, you can do so, and I've brought books there before. And I always find something interesting. This is the library. It's so cute. They have like little reading chairs and stuff. And yeah, I think this is like the French section. And then these are the English books. I'm not even sure, this lighting is crazy. I'm not even sure what I'm in the mood for, because I just ordered a bunch of like holiday books, and I'm gonna do a holiday book club. So I ordered them all from the library. So I'm just kind of like waiting. I need something to tide me over until they arrive. And I do have books at home that I could read. But I have nothing with me now, because last night I finished the last book of a series of unfortunate events. Let me tell you, it was so disappointing. Like, I was so let down by the end. It was just like, I don't even know. It was like he got lazy or was trying to prove a point. Like, I need to go down like a forum rabbit hole or something to figure out like what the F did I read, because there were no answers. There were no, it honestly felt like just bad storytelling. After like 13 books, I had so much fun reading the series, but yeah, the end let me down. So I just need like a short and sweet little palate cleanser before I go into holiday book mode. This is a mystery. I'm not so into mysteries, but it could be fun. You guys, this book starts on Christmas Eve. And it takes place in Australia. You're done. You're done. This is the book for me. It's a big book though. Okay, this is a book about someone who opens a tea shop, which you guys know I also love. Now on Monday, my patience started to slip. My patience started to slip because I was feeling just torn in so many directions. Oh, I also spent time with my sister, no problem, great, love her. But I was feeling torn in so many different directions of working, spending time with family, getting some errands done in Ottawa, and also coming home. And that's where it gets really tough. And I think that's where that kind of hurting rather than healing can come with being home, is when you can't make up your mind and you really do, you let yourself feel bad. And so you can't please basically it was like my stepmom who lives here in Montreal, she needed me to bring something back from Ottawa and she was getting on a flight. She needed me to arrive before 7 p.m. I wanted to stay so I could spend time with people, but then do I spend time with my dad? Do I spend time with my mom? Do I spend time with my sister? You know, who do I spend time with? Or do I run my errands? Or do I get work done? Like, when you're pulled in all of these directions, you cannot make everyone happy. You cannot make yourself and all of the people involved happy, and it sucks. And I think especially as a kid, like as someone with parents, I mean, you want to please your parents and it hurts when you can't make them happy. But we have to learn to let that go, because we will never be able to make everyone happy. So yeah, the last day wasn't perfect, but I did make it back in time to give my stepmom the documents. And, you know, I said bye to my mom, I said bye to my dad, and it is what it is. And at the end of the day, like, no one's going to be mad at you. They just want to spend time with you because they love you. So all you can do is the best you can to kind of fit everyone in. Speaking of doing the best we can, I feel like we should talk a little bit about like some holiday kind of Christmas drama, because that has already started in my family. Again, if you are a child of divorced or separated parents, the holidays can be really tricky of like, okay, when do I go see my mom? When do I go see my dad? If you have a partner, you've got to add their parents into the mix, and God forbid your partner also has separated parents, because forget it. That is the case for me. Luckily, JS's mom always spends Christmas in Florida. It's not something that you can just pop over there. So currently, we're a little bit torn between Granby, Ottawa, and Montreal. Everyone has different feelings around Christmas and different levels of enthusiasm. My mom was never very enthusiastic about Christmas. She was always actually very negative about it. And I always wanted to have this picture perfect family Christmas that was just impossible. My dad was pretty enthusiastic. He always tries to get everyone together. And something I love about my dad is the way that he always invites everyone. He never excludes anyone. My dad is not the type to harbor bad feelings or harbor a grudge on anyone. So he's always just like, oh, my home's open, like, come. He won't cook anything, but if you bring food, you're welcome into his house. But I think some people get shy about coming, or, you know, it's just really hard to get everyone together. As a kid, I feel this pressure to please both of my parents, and I'm having to learn to let that go. This sounds so mean, but I will prioritize my dad because I know that he makes more of an effort around Christmas. I know it's really mean, but I think my mom knows that's the case of like, okay, if my dad's gonna do something special on Christmas Day and my mom's not, I'm gonna go to my dad's thing and I'll make an effort to see my mom afterwards. You obviously feel bad, like you feel bad leaving someone alone, but if they were invited and they don't want to come, like you have to release control of that. That's something over the years too, of like sometimes we would invite my mom to things and she would just not want to come and I would feel offended about that and I would take it personally and I'd be like, how can you hate Christmas so much? Why don't you want to get in the holiday spirit? Like, why don't you want to be with me? And you guys know that expression of like, that's their shit, like that's her shit. And I can't take that on anymore. I have to just let her make her own decisions. And so as hard as it is, you have to learn to let go and let people do what they want. And you have to prioritize what you want. And if that means seeing no one and staying with your pet or your significant other or by yourself with your favorite TV show, you can make your own holiday traditions and you just have to choose what's best for you. If you ensure that you have the best Christmas for yourself, I think the people around you will understand, they will forgive you, and if they don't, like toodaloo, you know? So yes, the Christmas drama has kind of started. I felt myself, especially this weekend, starting to get really worked up of like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Why are they, you know, and like taking things personally, trying to control the situation when like I simply can't control the opinions and desires of others. And so I've got to just let it go, do what I want. You know, having a partner, there's also a certain element of like, okay, you can't do 100% what you want because you have to do a little bit of what they want. You guys have to find like that middle ground that makes everyone happy. So we're still working out all of the details, but a huge weight is off of my shoulders just when I decided to not try and control other people and just do what I want to do. Last year it worked super well. JS and I were actually here on Christmas Day, Christmas morning. We just spent it, the two of us, and that might have been the first time that I was away from family on Christmas morning, and it didn't hurt as much as I thought it did or that I thought it would, because I kind of realized like, okay, I'm making, you know, like we're just two with Maggie right now, but you're like making your own family unit. And I think for Christmas, like, you know, it's just about that feeling. And so you can kind of create that feeling anywhere with anyone. We're gonna wrap up this video. I just have one last thing that I want to show you guys, and that is my new winter boots from Kamik. I am so excited. Finally some cute winter boots. Let me tell you guys, I am in shopping mood. I need to restrain myself. I was online shopping so much, like I was online window shopping so much this morning on various different websites. I'm like, I want a new winter coat, and I got my new winter boots. Winter's just so long and like dreary that a cute new pair of boots really does the trick. My old ones were getting so beat up. So these are just going to be my like day-to-day kind of city slicker winter boots. They're so beautiful. I'm so excited to show them to you guys. Ta-da! How cute are they? They have this kind of duck boot waterproof bottom, a Sherpa tongue, and then this gray felt sides. They're so beautiful. These are called the Sienna Lows from Kamik. I got invited to a PR event for Kamik a couple weeks ago, and it was so much fun. I brought my friend Rodrigo. He also got a pair of boots from the event, and I fell in love with his brand, you guys. I have always known about Kamik, but they're kind of undergoing like a rebrand, or they're bringing out like, let's say a little more like trendy styles. I always associated Kamik with like rain boots and kind of little kids winter boots, because that's what a lot of the kids had growing up. It's like such a classic Canadian brand. What I didn't know is that they were from Montreal and that all of their boots are made in Montreal. So they're employing Canadians, they're employing new arrivals, nouveau arrivants, new Canadians in their factories made right here in Canada. These boots are 120 bucks. That is really cheap. Like, you can't find made elsewhere boots for that price. And so the fact that you can find these great made in Canada, made in Montreal boots for so cheap, like, I'm obsessed with this brand, and it's gonna be really hard not to order everything on their site. But I want to do a giveaway. So I will plant this giveaway. It's gonna be somewhere in within Vlogmas, so you guys just have to wait. But this is what inspired me to wanna do a giveaway per video, hopefully, is that I was planning on buying new winter boots this winter. Because I got mine gifted to me because of the PR event, I want to give you guys a pair of winter boots. So I think Kamik is only going to ship in Canada. So that giveaway, I'll give you guys the details later, but to a Canadian, I'm going to give away a pair of winter boots. You guys will just enter, you'll tell me what you want, and I will send one of you a new pair of boots. But more on that later. That's not for this video, but something to look forward to. And yeah, just my excitement around this like got me really in the gifting spirit to kind of just like pass it along a little bit. So I will put these away for now. I feel like I brushed over so many life updates, but life has just been feeling really good lately. I know that this time of year can be dark and dreary. For me, I don't actually mind this time of year. I mind January, February, March. Right now it's like we still have stuff to look forward to. The days are shorter, but if you wake up earlier, it's not so bad. So that has been my trick lately, is waking up really early and going to bed really early. Like 8 o'clock, like don't talk to me. 8 o'clock, I'm starting the wind down process, and by 9 o'clock, like I'm in bed. And it's really been helping me survive the time change. I've just been trying to keep a positive attitude and keep focusing on gratitude and the things I'm grateful for. And I just feel right now like there's so much to be grateful for. I love my job. I love all of my jobs. I love teaching. I've taken on some extra classes, so I'm teaching more than before, and it's really starting to become like part of my life. I'm getting new confidence there. In the last chat like this, actually, I spoke about how I was feeling super unconfident, and it was just like a flip of a switch. Like something changed in me and I feel way more confident than before. I had like my 1-year performance evaluation and it went super well. So I think that was that flip, like classic millennial needing validation. But yeah, that's just going super well. I'm really looking forward to doing Vlogmas, and copywriting's going well too. They could actually send me a little bit more work if the copywriting gods are listening. I'm ready for more work. I want to make some money. But yeah, you guys, that's it. I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed just this chatty, cozy little video. And if you made it to the end, 2 things. 1, comment a little squirrel emoji, like a little cutie squirrel, or just write the letter squirrel if you don't feel like looking for that emoji. And the second thing is I will be posting this on Instagram, but it's time for our November Q&A. So if you have any questions that you want to submit for the Q&A, just let me know in the comments. Please be sure to write for the Q&A so that I don't just like answer it in the comments. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you.